I never thought much about the old tales my grandmother used to whisper during stormy nights, stories of the forgotten ones, the shades that walked the earth when the veil between worlds grew thin. She would speak of them with a glint in her eye, as if those myths danced just beyond our reality, tantalizing and threatening. It was a gnarled carving of a figure enveloped in shadows that caught my attention when I cleaned out her attic months later. It was an ancient figurine, its surface etched with symbols I couldn't decipher, its eyes hollow and deep like sunken pits waiting to swallow light. I took it home, thinking it might spark some connections to my grandmother's past. The first night, I placed the figure on my bedside table. I fell asleep under a blanket of calm until the air shifted, a cold draft creeping through my room, whispering secrets I couldn't understand. When I woke, the darkness felt heavier, almost oppressive. A palpable sense of dread coiled around me as I turned to the figurine, only to find it gone. My heart raced, that primal instinct tightening my throat. I scanned the room, but it was almost as if the shadows themselves had devoured it. Days turned to nights, and I searched for the figure, driven by an unshakable feeling that it had slipped beyond my reach. The whispers grew louder, echoing in the corners of my mind, coaxing me to listen. Then, one evening, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, I found it again, resting on my pillow, one of its hollow eyes gazing into mine. I was certain it had moved itself. That night, I dreamt of a vast expanse, otherworldly and ethereal, where a cacophony of voices beckoned me closer. As I awoke, I knew I'd invited something unfathomable into my life. What I discovered next would unravel everything I thought I knew about my reality. The figure wasn't merely a relic. It was a conduit, a gateway to something more terrifying than I could ever imagine. As shadows stretched across my walls, I understood too late. Some secrets in the dark are never meant to be unearthed.